What kind of a murder is this? Vicious, brutal, frenzied.
Did I leave my watch in your house?
Juliet, are you going to tell him?
I know what's happening at home. I know it's hard.
No, we're not supposed to bring the personal into court. It's just that sometimes it's very difficult to be dispassionate. So, Dad, did you win your incredibly important trial today?
What did he get?
Murder, darling, for his life. Put aside your feelings and examine the evidence. And when you do, I know you'll bring back the only possible verdict.
It's my husband. He's hurt.
Rose.
Rose?
You're going to have to talk about what happened. And you'll talk to me first.
Nailed her, sir. She coughed.
Did she talk about why? Did anyone ask her why she did it?
What time did we finish writing these? About an hour ago.
She didn't want a solicitor in the interview.
Well, she was asked, but she said no. It's on tape. Proper cough, boss.
I want a rape exam.
She didn't mention rape.
All the more reason. The clock's just gone back. You're an hour out of the time, but you're not constable.
Do you want a biscuit? Go on. I used to come here when it was police accommodation. My friend lived here. She's called Susan. People aren't called Susan very much anymore, are they?
OK, higher and lower vaginal swab, some discomfort, nothing to write home about. Dressing gown off, lie on the bed, please.
Will it hold my baby? No bruising, no tearing, no abrasions.
I said no rape. Still got a full confession, no sign of any physical or sexual abuse.
But there is a baby.
Juliet Miller, I'm charging you with the attempted murder of your husband. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Can I clean my teeth?
Oh my God. Oh my God. I saw him yesterday.
I want you to do this.
Okay.
I mean, really do it. I want Juliet Miller to see the same faces, yours and mine.
I've got my knock before 12.
Dump it.
Okay, what's looking runnable?
Self-defence, maybe.
Well, you don't sound hopeful.
No, she's not talking to me yet.
And if he dies?
Then we look at provocation.
Nobody says it, do they? If you're an abused woman and you attack your abuser, make very sure that you kill him, because if you don't and it's not murder, then we can't run provocation.
So is he going to die? Jack.
It's not mine. Stuff belongs to my boyfriend. I'm sick of him. I'm not having this one.
Hello, Angela.
Juliet, Anna Klein. Hello. Jack's told me all about you. I'm going to try and get you bail, okay?
Morning, everyone.
Morning, sir. Number 3 on your list, sir, Angela Spencer. Is your name Angela Spencer?
Yeah.
Date of birth?
July 16th.
Which year?
Every year?
1985, sir.
No objection to bail if there is an address for her to go to.
What's the bruising, Miss Spencer?
We walked into a door.
You'll have to speak up.
She walked into a door.
118A Bowman Street.
That's my boyfriend, so I don't want to go there.
Why not?
Because she walks into doors.
Bail hostel?
There's a bed, but it's in Leeds.
Good. I'll bail you to a bail hostel. 7 days?
I won't get back here.
The hostel will sort out getting you back for court.
They'll fuck it up, but I'll fuck it up. It always fucks up.
Miss Wolfe.
Will I go inside if I put my hands up to this? Good, I'll plead.
Angela.
The stash is mine. It's a fair cop. Whatever.
Angela, professionally speaking.
Professionally speaking, my instructions are I want to go to prison because I need a break and the rehab's better.
Can I take a plea now, sir?
Just to be clear, Miss Spencer, your solicitor will tell you. Only plead guilty if you are guilty, not for any other reason. You will go to prison for 6 months. Take her down. Next.
Number 2 on your list, sir, Juliet Miller. Charged with attempted murder.
Bail position?
Repeated attempts to interfere with evidence gathering. And when the defendant saw her daughter at the police station, her behaviour was extremely unstable. The daughter is a probable prosecution witness, and there's a real fear that the defendant will attempt to interfere with her if granted bail.
You have to let me see her. Please, let me see my daughter. Please let me see my daughter. Please let me see my daughter.
Yes, Miss Klein? Extremely unstable. Any thoughts?
Your Honour, she saw her 13-year-old daughter at the police station. She didn't know she was there because nobody had told her. She reacted in the way that any mother would react. Of course, she was emotional. What kind of mother would she be if she weren't emotional under those circumstances? There is no direct evidence that she would try to interfere with any witness.
Except that the defendant was arrested actually in the critical care unit at the hospital, in the middle of the night, trying to get to her husband, and had to be restrained by 2 police officers.
Thank you so much. Bail is refused.
Stay in the court until the case is finished, then call.
No one told me about the hospital.
It's up to the CPS how they do things in court.
Yeah, well, they weren't at the hospital, were they? You were.
We only arrested her 12 hours ago. I don't have time to set up ambushes to scupper bail applications. We know a bit more than you know, that's all. Will you excuse me?
Big balls for a Doris. You know how she got silk?
No.
It should have been black. Should have got it even younger.
Who's that?
That's one of the neighbours. Their daughter's best friends with Ella. They've agreed to look after till Joe gets better. Call me.
We should talk. Only 219 women QCs at the bar ever in its entire history. I don't think your positive discrimination theory holds water.
Fantastic.
Hello, Norma Fredericks.
Be with you in a moment. I just need 2 minutes with Dr. Rose.
After lunch. Oh, maybe methadone.
The prison will know that. You're all right. Have you called them yet? They know your needs. They know you, Ange.
Sorry about bail. Any questions about anything? How's it locking up?
Not yet.
What will he say, do you think, when he wakes up?
You're scared of him, aren't you?
I love him. They can just carry on when he's better, can't they?
They?
Ella and Joe. When I'm in prison. I mean properly in prison.
It's our job to stop that happening.
Why?
Well, we're a long way from instructions on self-defense.
It's a process. She doesn't even know herself she's been abused. Nobody can expect her head to clear at the same speed the criminal justice system moves at.
What abuse, Jack?
How'd you get to be that frightened? Tell me Juliet Miller isn't an abused woman.
Come on.
Are you a drug user?
No.
Are you pregnant?
Yes.
Would you now, have you ever, might you in the future consider killing yourself?
Come on.
Yes or no?
Come on.
Shall I put yes? Tell me no if it's not yes.
Come on!
You're back with bitch.
Suck it in, Lola.
Up we get. You're having a hard time. But everyone who comes here is in trouble. You're no different. As long as you understand that, you'll get along fine.
Do you have children?
No. No, you? One. A boy.
No.
How old is she? I love him. I love him because he treats me like shit. I love him because I'm really, really useless and he's really, really wonderful. Ask Jack if you love him. Can I go home?
Why?
Just to get some of my own clothes. Is there something wrong with these? I took my father's suits to Oxfam when he died. My mum said, do they wear grey in Africa? A smile costs nothing, young lady.
Was it your idea to start taking antidepressants?
I was feeling sad. How's Joe?
Joe suggested the antidepressants.
How do you know about this?
Am I right?
I had to stop taking them once I found out I was pregnant.
You didn't tell him you stopped taking them?
No.
Because you haven't told him you were pregnant.
Yes.
Will he be angry? So you had to hide the fact that you stopped taking the pills?
I put them in the rubbish.
Why?
He He would have found out that I wasn't taking them.
Well, how would he have found out?
Because he... I don't know.
What? I mean, would he have counted them?
He was looking after me. You see, I forget things.
What things do you forget?
So turning the bath off, the oven on. Custard.
Custard?
That night, if I hadn't forgotten to get the...
What? If you hadn't forgotten to get the custard, then what?
Are you helping me?
Yes, we are.
They say, does this help?
Tell us about the custard.
It was on the shopping list, but I didn't get it. I don't remember seeing it on the list. I don't even remember the shopping list.
Maybe there wasn't a list.
There must have been.
Why?
Joe said.
Record from the Miller home computer. Take a look at 5 o'clock precisely on the night of the crime.
Life insurance. Whose?
Joyner. Computer record was cleared 45 seconds later. She was hiding it.
If it was her.
Statement from the black cab driver who took Joe home. Look at the time he dropped him off.
5 o'clock exactly. He can't know that. How can he know that?
Pips.
What?
Radio 4. Cab driver remembers Joe paying and the Pips at 5 at exactly the same time. Even the brilliant Joe Miller can't be getting out of a cab and on the computer at the same time. No, it was her. And she wanted to hide what she was looking at.
Gosh.
She was planning it, Flo. She's not some spontaneous domestic. It's a proper planned shot at murder.
You look like a little boy.
Hmm?
All pleased with what you found?
Company's what, love?
What did you used to do?
What?
Before Joe?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I needed Joe to survive.
What was your sex life like?
I wasn't very good at it.
He was unhappy with the sex?
Yet.
You won't do what he wants? What does he want? Did he rape you?
Let me put it another way. Did you say no to sex?
I should have been nicer to him. How's Ella? When can I see her?
She doesn't want to come here. Not at the moment.
Can we try for bail again? Please.
What's the difference between rape and saying no to sex?
The answer you get from a vulnerable client.
Or you think I was pushing her too hard?
I've never coached a witness in my life.
Abused women don't do nods and winks, Anna. They have to be helped. It's just dishonest not to accept that. Anyway, she said she was raped. So we're up and running with self-defence.
Taking a knife from the kitchen to bed with you. Reasonable force in proportion to the threat?
That's all we've got.
You didn't answer her question in there. How is he?
He's improving. Bastard.
You wish he was dead?
Well, as a lawyer, yeah.
As a woman? Isn't that our job?
What?
To keep the personal out of the professional?
Norma, it's me. I don't like it here.
You got the phone in there?
No.
She knows when to stop. How? When it hurts enough. Excuse me. Excuse me. She's really bleeding.
Give me the bleed, Ange.
Secondary bag, you're a pain in the arse already. Need some help in here.
All I'm saying is, how is the reputation of social services looking in London right now?
Norma,
Or to
listen.
put it another way and dropping the bullshit just for a moment, since there's a safe and suitable middle-class family who'd be delighted to have Ella Miller right now, why don't we just get the hell on with it?
Why'd you do this job?
I think the children who live in this borough need me.
Bloody hell.
We've known her all her life. I mean, Kate and Ella started school together.
What's your attitude to what has happened?
Attitude? God, that's a word. Well, to be honest, we just want to help.
We want to give Ella a normal, warm place to live, that's all. There is something you need to accept. Juliet could pose a risk to Ella. I'm not prejudging the criminal proceedings, but her violence is an established and undisputed fact.
What are you saying?
We need to be sure you'll keep Ella safe.
From her mother? She's in prison.
She'll be safe with us. And will she go back to Joe when he's better? Do you have a view about that? Norma? I'm happy. Juliet's pregnant. Did you know that? No. No, God. Well, Ella will have to be told. Yes, of course. I knew she was pregnant.
Yeah. Well, I saw on the day that it all happened.
As a patient?
Yeah.
Have you told the police?
No.
Why not?
Well, don't want to contradict what she's saying.
Don't you think it's important? I mean, her mental state. Or will they get the patient records anyway?
There aren't no records.
Why not?
Because I didn't see her at the surgery.
Where did you see her?
Here.
Jesus Christ, Tom. Why here?
She hates going out. I mean, really hard for her to be in public.
She's a friend.
Yes.
You've been kind to her.
Yes.
We're watching you, Ange.
Why'd you do it?
For the pain.
Did you do it at home?
I get battered at home. Don't need to be cutting.
Why does he...
He's jealous.
What's he jealous of?
What isn't he jealous of? We had a broken drain in our street once and the sewage flooded our flat. He used down the pub. When he got back, he beat the shit out of me because he said I was looking at the plumber. So the people's tears floating around in our kitchen and all he's interested in is me looking at the plumber.
Why don't you leave him?
Why didn't you leave your husband?
That's different. So what just happened?
It's a lock. They got nowhere to go. Self-defence doesn't play when you've been checking out how much money you'll get. I've got to take a statement from the daughter tomorrow. Can you imagine what she's feeling? Your phone, boss?
Yeah. Why you?
What?
The DI taking a witness statement.
Well, she's 13 years old. I don't want some baby PC doing it.
Take Flo.
She went downstairs.
30 seconds.
She takes 3 knives from the kitchen.
Another 60 seconds.
She went back upstairs.
30 seconds more. It's 2 minutes.
And then what did she do? She had a nice sit down. In an interview she said for quite a long time. What's that? 5 minutes more? We're up to a minimum of 10 minutes now. This isn't spontaneous, is it? This is a cold-blooded bitch.
Why are you so angry about this one?
That poor girl was in there, Flo. And she pulled a knife out of her dad. Why wouldn't I be angry?
Mum says you can sleep in here with me. What should we do? Should we just talk? Okay.
did your husband do to you? Nothing. Yeah, but what though? What does Jack say he did to you? He raped me. And he didn't. They asked me. He said yeah. I didn't say no.
You're here about your medication? Dr. Rose contacted us. Now, these are different to the antidepressants you were on before, but they're fine to take with pregnancy. Do you want some water? Well, let me see you take them. Open. Good girl. Off you go.
Well, her antidepressants prescribed by you?
Yes.
What's the nature of her depression?
Sorry, I'm a doctor.
Why don't you talk to me as a friend?
3 years ago, she was stuck in a traffic jam and she needed to be home. So she got out of the car and ran. Door open, engine running, traffic blocked.
Why?
Good question. She felt under pressure.
From what?
I've probably said enough.
Joe said something in hospital before he lost consciousness. He said your name. Why would he do that?
I don't know.
What kind of witness do you think he'll make?
Well, he's a barrister. He knows how to do that stuff.
Yes.
She's raw, she's angry, she hates her mum. She's a brilliant witness. I don't want her suffering by some therapy nonsense. What a dump.
A multi-agency approach.
Yeah, well, this agency says to your agency, stop this bollocks now. Don't let anyone speak to my witness who wants to change the way she thinks.
We think she has PTSD.
No, you think everyone has PTSD.
What do you suggest? We leave a 13-year-old girl totally wrecked till after the trial is over? How much damage would that do to her? We should ask the lawyer. Josh, can I have a word? Therapy to treat PTSD in 13-year-old girl whose mother is alleged to have stabbed her father. An hour after the trial.
There's case law. Therapy now. Anything else? Why don't you ask yourselves how that poor girl's going to feel if Mum gets acquitted?
And what kind of therapy do you give her then?
You knew, didn't you, the case law? But what you've forgotten is, lawyers only give us advice. I get to decide. Get on with it.
My job is to help you. I'm going to talk to you about dealing with what's happened.
My mum tried to kill my dad. So to talk about.
Did you talk to anyone about it?
My best friend.
What's your friend's name?
Kate.
What do you say to Kate about what happened? Is it the same thing you just said to me?
No.
Good. On a scale of 1 to 10, where 1's the lowest and 10's the highest, where would you put the pain you feel about what's happened?
12.
I'm going to get that score right down. I promise you.
My dad will do that.
Why are we looking at Joe's life when we got her sewn up? And what are they going to run? Well, I was in such immediate fear of serious injury or death that I had to check the life insurance, ponder my options for about 5 hours, and then, completely in proportion with the very immediate threat that I was facing from my probably asleep husband, I stuck the biggest knife I could find in him, up to the hilt.
She was depressed.
Yeah, so she'll make a crap witness.
Too narrow. You focused in too tight, too soon. Context is everything.
What context?
Joe Miller had 600 quid and £20 notes in his trouser pocket the night he was stabbed. One of those 20s has some very interesting prints on it.
Whose?
Crack dealer.
Could have gone through dozens of hands before Joe got the money.
Then you live in a drug squad surveillance log. Why do you always want me to be your number two?
Every straight man needs a fool. Keeping watch.
My boys are my family.
600 quid in his trouser pocket. What was he doing with that kind of cash?
I gave it to him. He was running the London Marathon. I sponsored him.
And kept a note of his sponsors in his little brown book's not there.
Between you and me, I'm not too keen of a record of my financial life being kept. Joe knows that.
You happy to see that in court?
I've told you and I. Is it a fixture? Good. Yes, it'll be available. Armed robbery at the Bailey in July. Joe's comeback case.
Excuse me.
What do you want? My boss is interested in context. And you're not? Did I say that? Have you spoken to Ella? Not yet. I'm a godfather. Look after her for us. Always.
Where are you going?
Style.
What?
It's another prison.
Why?
I don't know. They don't give you a reason. It's just what they do.
Added a distressing conviction that it was impossible for that friend to be tolerably happy in the lot she had chosen. Jane had sent Caroline Bingley an early answer to her letter and was counting the days till she might reasonably hope to hear again. Even Elizabeth began to fear, not that Bingley was indifferent, but that his sisters would be successful in keeping him away. As for Jane, her anxiety under this suspense was, of course, more painful than Elizabeth's, but whatever she felt, she was desirous of concealing.
Mum?
Therefore, the subject was never alluded.
Mummy?
But as no such delicacy restrained her mother, an hour seldom passed in which she did not talk of Bingley, express her impatience for his arrival, or even require Jane to confess that if he did not come back, she should think herself very ill-used. It needed all Jane's steady mildness to bear this tax of tolerable tranquillity. When Miss Bingley's letter arrived, it put an end to doubt. The very first sentence conveyed the assurance of their being all settled in London for the winter, and concluded with her brother's regret at not having had time to pay his respects to his friends in Hertfordshire before he left the country. Hope was over, entirely over, and when Jane could attend to the rest of the letter, she found little except the professional affection of the writer could give her any comfort.
Daddy!
Miss Darcy's praise occupied
Dad!
her
And my car.
and many attractions.
Dad! Dad!
Caroline understood joyfully.
Ella. Dad!
Ella. Ella, wake up. Wake up. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Bingo.
Jane.
Jane Grady. She said you said Joe didn't rape you, that you made it up to keep us happy.
Yes.
Yes, you said it, or yes, it's true. You know, what she says is corroborated by the physical evidence, or lack of it. There's no sign of rape. We're in trouble. We can get at this witness. I mean, she's got form for dishonesty, and what she's getting in return for grassing you up is an interesting question, but you've got to be straight with us, Juliet. We really badly want to help you, but we can't do it unless you start talking to us.
Sorry.
I don't think you're being dishonest. I just think you're scared. There's something that you're not telling us. He can't get to you anymore. There is something, isn't there?
I'm saying this because I want what's best for you. That's all I care about. Shutting things away never helps. She's your mum. I think you need to see her. It can be a short visit as you like. This is not about her. This is for you, Ella.
$6 slap? What? Used to do my makeup at 6.
Why?
When he got in. Upset him to see the damage that he'd done to me. So I covered it up for him. Oh, yeah, you look great. You can see your daughter?
Yo. Was it Jane? What? That's what they do with grasses. Move them to keep them safe. No, it wasn't Jane.
Having this visit or what?
So sorry. I'm so sorry. Please look at me. Ella, please. Why, Mum? Daddy was just trying to look after you. My lovely girl, I did it for you.
Jack. Wait, Mum. When can I call you? What do you think? Do you think I'll get bail?
What do you say about the confession and interview? Don't look so surprised this time. Contrary to what you like to believe, some judges do read the papers before a hearing.
We'll be arguing that the interview is inadmissible because there was no solicitor present.
You mean she sounds incredibly cold-blooded, and you'd rather the jury didn't hear it?
She was suffering from shock.
Well, I should look forward to hearing your argument. Now, bail.
You're the trial judge? Has Joe Miller appeared in front of you?
Of course, many times. And I'm being very careful to exclude all personal considerations from my professional deliberations. When do we all get your defense statement?
We're working on it.
Fascinating to see what the defense will be. Mr. Holloway, bail.
It's the Crown's view that there's a real fear of the defendant failing to attend her trial if granted bail. The evidence is strong and getting stronger. She's unstable, she's depressed, she's pregnant, and she has nowhere to live.
Your Honour, all good reasons for granting her bail. Where is a depressed, pregnant woman going to disappear to? She hasn't got the wherewithal to abscond.
Where would she go?
There's a place in a hostel for battered women.
What evidence is there of that?
My solicitor spoke to the hostel this morning.
Of her being a battered woman. An eloquent silence, Miss Klein. I am not going to grant this bail application. Of course, my ruling on bail doesn't mean that I don't have a completely open mind on every issue when this comes to trial.
Well, thank you, Your Honour.
If I can keep the personal out of court, Miss Klein, and so can you. How are the children, Mr. Holloway?
Fine, thank you, Your Honour.
Good.
I was his pupil.
Right.
Coffee?
Fuck off.
Bail's been refused. I'm really sorry. Juliet, I've got to go. Okay? Juliet?
Wish I was pregnant.
Why?
I like babies. Have you got children? Gone now.
Where?
Just gone. I was young. You want me to keep talking to you?
Yes, please.
What names are you thinking of?
I don't know. What names do you like?
I like Daniel for a boy. And Sarah for a girl. Do you reckon it'll be a boy?
I think so.
You all right?
Yes. Thanks.
If you ask for a promotion this week, you could get a positive answer.
Oi, Gross.
What?
The sugar in the water means it sticks to the skin and it won't cool down. The pain goes on and on. Who did this?
My VP's falling.
Oh, you're right here, Alex.
Heart rate's up at 130.
250 mils of Voluven. Lungs okay.
Slow down. He's not going anywhere. Ready?
What is it?
It's your husband. I'm afraid he's dead.
Thanks. Anna, it's a murder now.
You go into that courtroom and you let that jury know that you are your father's daughter.
We're finding you a place on the mother and baby unit. You'll have to go in front of the board to decide if you're suitable.
If you're so convinced Juliet Miller's is a cold-blooded murderer, why are you against me looking at Jill?
He's not in charge anymore. You are.
You could tell us about your dad. How much you miss him.
I don't think I could go on without my baby.
And Criminal Justice continues tomorrow at the same time. Next tonight, it's music from the studios of Later with Jules.